entrance at a hotel, a large hotel ballroom close to the airport in the city of Winnipeg, where he has been sequestered all evening long, watching these results, watching the results. Only the paw, apparently, is left to come now in this somewhat up and down election that has been going on here. So we have 56 of the 57 Manitoba ridings decided, and those numbers that we have were enough to give Gary Filmon the majority government that he called on September, or at least August the 7th of this year, that he called for, rather, and which he now shares in terms of a triumphant entry into the hotel in Winnipeg amongst his supporters. But slightly, I would speculate, more subdued than we might otherwise have seen had the number been up around 34 or 35 seats. You can see his wife Janice to the left of the screen there with Mr. Filmon. And as they now make their way through the ritual Filmon, Filmon, Filmon chant up to the podium, where Gary Filmon will then deliver his speech of acceptance to his party and presumably to the voters of Manitoba. To repeat, he has his majority government in this province, but it is a narrow one and not the one that he might, when all things are considered, Paul Thomas have really wanted. But he is in the catbird seat, at least for the time being.
Just as we're watching him reach the platform there, he may have been denied his larger majority by the fact that in a number of key ridings, the NDP pulled through because there were no shows from the Liberal camp. David Walker, early in this campaign, the Liberal campaign manager for the entire province, said, "We won last time just by showing up." And Sharon Carster has referred to the phenomena of 1988.
Right.
So there were many people surged to the polls last time to vote Liberal. This time they couldn't get that vote out, and what happened was the PCs were calculating on the Liberals holding certain seats, and they didn't hold it this time, or winning them from the Liberals, and they didn't win them this time. So they're denied the absolute majority they were looking for, the big majority they were looking for.
And that point is worth bearing in mind as we listen now to the obviously very cheerful moments at the Conservative headquarters. Gary Filmon, in spite of our talk about the Liberals, is the majority premier of the province of Manitoba as of tonight. Let's listen in.
You know, I've heard throughout this campaign somebody say, a Tory is a Tory is a Tory. Well, a majority is a majority is a majority. Another landslide, right? Last election, I remember standing here, and I said that it's not what you get that counts, it's what you do with what you get that counts. And I talked about the fact that Duff Roblin, one of the longest sitting premiers in recent history, was elected first with a minority government and built it into a majority. And ladies and gentlemen, we've made that next step. Right on. And it's no mean feat, because we have three healthy political parties in this province.